So I'm trimming out the entryway from the dining room to the kitchen. The old chimney is still here, and it's pretty off unlevel, as you can see. That trim is, I got the trim pretty level there. Piece of trim here. And we're gonna get up tight against. I'm just gonna trace the back side. Here we go. We'll rip that down with a track saw. Well, I don't think that's going to look too bad. Frustrated with myself for not moving these outlets before putting new drywall on. Which I put this drywall on quite a while ago already, and I guess I just never took in consideration of the trim. This doorway used to be a lot more narrow. It was only like a 30 or 32-inch doorway. So at one point they would have had an actual door here. Same way with that one over there, so I widened them quite a bit, as you can see. So now my outlets are, I mean, my trim is going to be, you know, that wide. So I can probably move this one over to here. It's going to be tight. It'd be a lot nicer if it was over here, maybe. I did the same thing in the bathroom as well, as you can see. I've already moved one today. I got this one moved over. So I might have to go get a new outlet box. Alright, this is what I ended up doing here. Put another 2x4 over here to space it further apart of this other outlet box here. And then the last light switches I need to move are these. I can get rid of this outlet here and just have a light switch right here, which might be enough. Yeah, let's work on that. Alright, I got this electrical box moved. There was a stud right here, I ended up going there. So that's a lot better there. So I gotta patch this so I can put my trim in here. The one on the other side I was able to slide over. And I put a block back here, and I basically ran screws for the back side of this metal box. I might have shown this one already, but that was another one I had to move. You can see right there, my trim would have been right in the middle of that outlet. And it just looks terrible if you just cut around the outlets, which it's just pretty janky to do that. Work on this entryway here going into the living room, and this has a big sliding door. always losing my pencils or breaking them. Alright, we've got our overall length here figured out. I think I'm going to use the level and try to get these level and then mark them. About 4 inches. That's not 4 inches, 3 3/4 on that end. I mean, the door moves around so much. Should try to get maybe an even number on each side. Try to do that. 1 1/8. 1 1/8. Could do that. I also need a little gap, so thinking maybe I can just go 4 on each side. Clamp. So I'm going 0 on this end. So I'll go 0 right there. Take my level here. Just hold it level on the flush with the track there. And just move the track till my level lines up on my mark. And that should be really close. Flush to your cut line, right on your mark over here. Back on. Just cut my nail up here real quick. Pretty good. So on this end of the door, I can only get it so far, so I'm gonna have to trim this out. Which is about 1 3/4 inches. So I gotta block that out, trim that out. Alright, I'm working on this top piece. I got it pretty close to where I want it. I got these little blocks here because I gotta get it leveled out. So it's tight up against here with the bottom trim piece, and then up here I got some shims to get it level. So we'll get that on. Alright, getting ahead of myself here. I got one side trim in. I got all 4 of those cut. On this one now. So we'll get those in. Other than being kind of humpy, it's fairly close. Just got a hump right here somewhere. Yeah, we'll go with it. I did not do that right. I gotta pull that back off. Yeah, of course. Let's see. So every time I do that, I just take this thing, cut these little tack or these brad nails off. Cut this one to fit. Alright, cut that mark with the knife. Cut that with the track saw again. Alrighty, that's kind of how that's gonna look. Shut the door here. If I can open it. There we go. So we're gonna start on the top here now. I gotta figure out what to do with this, that it doesn't slide all the way in. I don't know if I just screw something on here so it just catches, stops right there, or what, but I ended up trimming up in here a little bit just to try to make it look better. Should have maybe used a wider board up here, got it up further. Right here I got a piece in between here. It'll just make it look a little cleaner. You're not looking up in there and all the old framing and dirt and stuff, so about as good as it's gonna get. There we go. Not too bad.